Hey guys, how are you? Today I will be doing a products I've hit pan on video. I believe this is my 14th one, and in these videos I talk about the products that I've hit pan on since the last time I did one of these videos. So these are all new pans to my collection, and some of them are products that I've mentioned before, like eyeshadow palettes I've hit pan on previously, but now I have new pan on them. And actually in this video it's all eyeshadows, so I've hit pan on a ton of eyeshadows in the last several months. So there aren't any like face products in this video, it's just eyeshadows. Super excited to show the eyeshadows that I've hit pan on recently. There are a ton of them, so let's get into the video. So first I have a couple singles in my collection, and the first one that I've hit pan on, I've hit major pan on, and this is the Essence eyeshadow in the shade Chili Vanilli. And I've actually used up one of these before, so this is a newer one to my collection, and this is just a matte cream shade, and I don't want to swatch it because it really won't even show up on my hand because this is my skin tone. I've really enjoyed this product. This is like a 99-cent eyeshadow. It's super affordable, so I will definitely repurchase this once I finish it, probably after I finish the other matte cream shades in my palettes that I have, but I really love this one and I've hit some major pan on it. This one that I have is a Colourpop Supershock eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Amaze, and this is in their Ultra Glitter formula. So this is a beautiful like orangey champagne shade with some glitters to it, and I've hit some really big pan on it. Colourpop Supershock shadows are pretty easy to hit pan on. They take me about 3 months to use up if I solely focus on them. So here's a swatch of Amaze, and this is beautiful. So this is what it looks like. It's very metallic. I feel like on my hand it doesn't swatch with the glitter, but when I apply it to my eyes it does. So this is a really beautiful eyeshadow. It's in my Thank You Next project pan, so I'll link that up in the cards. But this is a really good eyeshadow. I think I heard Love Heatherette talk about this one a lot, so I saw it in stores and I decided to pick it up, and I really enjoy it. The other single eyeshadow that I have is the Colourpop single, and this is actually from the Yes Please palette, but I did depot it, and this is in the shade GNO. So this is a kind of like terracotta orange shade, and I have a little bit of pan on this one. This one is super hard to get through because it's so pigmented, but I do really like this color. This is a beautiful matte eyeshadow, and these actually pair very well together, the Amaze and this is the Colourpop GNO. I'm not even sure what GNO means, but I like the color of this eyeshadow. This is currently in my Pan That palette, but I don't think I've made that much progress on it since that update. My update will be going up before this video because I will be showing products from the Pan That palette challenge that I have going on, so I don't want to spoil it too much, but this one is in my Pan That palette, and I might revamp it and move into another project, but I'm not positive yet. So since my Pan That palette video will be going up before this video, I thought it would be okay to share my Tarte palette, which is my main focus for Pan That palette, and this is the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself eyeshadow palette, and this is what mine looks like. So it's basically almost gone. I've hit pan and used up Crystal, which it was a like purpley gold taupe shade. I've hit pan on Dream, and this is a beautiful blue shade. This is a more of a shimmer as opposed to some of the metallics in this palette, but it is really pretty. So this is what Dream looks like. I love this shade. I've been using this as a Frankenshadow look just because blue shadow is hard to use just by itself sometimes. And then I've also hit pan on, and I actually crushed this out, but it was the shade Wings. And this was a coppery metallic bronze shade. It was really pretty, but the formula just wasn't that great on it, so I hit pan on it and then it just started like flaking off my lid, so I crushed it out of this palette. But the Dream shade is the only shade I have left in this Tarte palette, so this Tarte palette will be gone probably within the next month or so, which I'm so excited about. Another palette that I've hit pan on is my BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette, and here's what mine currently looks like. So I previously hit pan on Solstice, which is a beautiful pink shade, but I have hit pan on the shade Euphoria, which is a yellow gold, and Neon, which is a metallic lime green, and this one's also metallic. So I did swatch out the eyeshadows. They actually look kind of similar just because they are very warm toned, but this is Neon, so this is the green, and then this is Euphoria, which is the yellow gold. Both are really beautiful shades. I mostly have been using them to mix and make Frankenshadows with, but I do love them by themselves as well. The BH Cosmetics eyeshadows are really awesome. I also have the Zodiac palette, and I prefer the formula of the Zodiac palette just because they are a little bit more pigmented, but these are very pigmented and blendable as well. I think this is still being sold. I'm pretty sure I've still seen it at like Kohl's, but I'm not sure if BH Cosmetics, like their website's still selling it. But if you can get it and you're interested in a colorful palette, this one is a really good one. As always, my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, this is the original one, has been used and abused, and I've hit pan on several more shades in this palette. And here's what mine currently looks like. So it is like beat up, and I've used up 2 shades, and I've hit pan on several in this eyeshadow palette. So the first one that I hit pan on recently is the shade in Light. So this is a probably satin highlight shade for fair to light skin tones, or actually I think it would be okay on maybe medium as well, because it does just provide a slight sheen. It's a really pretty color. And I've also hit pan on Silk Cream, and I'm also really close to using this one up. I actually really like this one as a bronzer shade. It's really pretty that way. I've hit pan on the shade Sissy, which is a pinky rose gold shade, and then the shade Little Lady, which is a rose gold champagne color. So I did swatch them all out. So this one is in Light, this one is Silk Cream, this one is Sissy, and then this one is Little Lady. So these are 2 shimmers. These actually would pair really nicely together. I've been using Sissy and Little Lady a lot to make a Franken blush, but I also use them by themselves, so these 2 shades. I'm still really loving this palette. It is so versatile. It's great for work looks because I just use a lot of the neutral shades, or if I want to use a pop of color, I can go down here to this little corner. And lastly, I have my Anastasia Sultry palette. I got this one for Christmas, and I've hit pan on 3 shades in this palette. So I've hit pan on Rose Quartz, Pearl, and Twig down here. So Rose Quartz and Pearl are shimmer shades, and then Twig is a matte. I typically use Twig in my brows. I've used it as a crease shade as well with cool toned looks. And then Rose Quartz is one I use on the lid a lot, and then Pearl I use as a inner corner or face highlight. It looks really pretty that way. I've been absolutely in love with this palette. I didn't expect to love it so much, especially when it first came out. I was kind of bored by the color combination, but I did get it for Christmas, and I have been absolutely loving it. So here are the shades swatched out. So I have Pearl right here, Rose Quartz, and Twig. Like I said, Twig's really great on my brows. I have it in my brows today. I really love Anastasia eyeshadows. I typically like their mattes a little bit more. I think they have really nice formula for shimmers in their singles, and this is probably the first palette that I have tried from Anastasia where the shimmers are really nice and pigmented and metallic. So those are some products that I've hit pan on in the last few months. I love doing these videos, and I just love getting use out of my collection. It's really satisfying for me to see pan. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.